So in this next part of the video, we want to cover what's called the dashboard, and that's the home page when you first log on and what you're going to see. The dashboard is completely customizable. So for example, let's say you don't deal with attendance in your school and you want to get rid of this. We call this a widget. So right here it says teacher attendance, that's a widget. I can simply come over here and hit the X, and that will remove the attendance widget per se. You'll see to add a new widget in here, you can go to the Add Widget button, and you can see all of the widgets that you have access to. So let's say I wanted student birthdays. I can click on that widget, and it's going to show up here down at the bottom. So here's all my student birthdays, and I've got no birthdays in the next 7 days. Widgets can be moved, so if I wanted to move it, I can click down and drag that widget to a new location, and then when you find a little yellow box, you let it go, and that widget has been moved to that new location. So this is really great for customizing the screen and the things that you want to see. And these are like mini reports. They're not the real detailed reports, but it's kind of an overview. They're really great because you've got access to certain files or documents or reports that you want. So for example, this favorite widget is one of my favorites because if I want to jump into one of my blueprint assessments, I can just simply click on that link and it will take me directly to that assessment. Or if I'm using the gradebook and I want to jump right into a gradebook assignment, I can have that and click and go right into it. Some of the widgets, the graphs, for example, if I wanted to click on the graphs, it's going to actually show me the students that belong in that band. So you can click down into some of these widgets. Some of the widgets also have downloadable PDFs and Excel documents and so on that you can click and just download the information from that widget directly from there. You'll also notice that there's search boxes on many of the widgets as well. So if I was looking for a quiz, I can just type in the word quiz and get all of the results of all the quizzes that I had in here. So real easy to navigate and get through a lot of components. But what we recommend is that you set this up maybe the first time you log in, and it will stay the same way that you leave it. So if you don't want to change anything, or you want to, you set it up the way that you want it, it will stay that way until you go in and change it. So, like I mentioned earlier in the top, you can also search for students in here. So if I want to go to a student profile and look up a student, I can come up here and type in a name. And if there's only one match, that will take me directly to their student demographic page. Now, all the information that you'll find on this page is pulled in from your student information system if you're not using our student information system. So anything that might not be correct in here, or all the information basically is pulling from that other system. The top, you'll see an area that says student profile. So right here, this is the student profile where you're going to find all the information associated with Illuminate. This can be downloaded. So if I click on download, you can actually download a PDF. And you'll notice along the top, you'll find student information such as their name, their age, their school, and any of alerts that they might have. This student page, the student profile, works much like the dashboard, where you can come in and customize things. So let's say as a teacher, the first thing I want to see is how my students did on all their assessments. I can move the assessment widget to the top. And for every student, when I log in to go view a student, I'm always going to see the assessment widget right there at the top. So this changes it for all students, not just this one particular student. You'll see a lot of these widgets. You can come over here and you can say, oh, I want to see everything from 2009, or choose a specific year. You can come over here down below to show you some of the other widgets that we've got, information about the grade book. You can come in here and see if there was a student portal, you had access to the student portal, you would be able to see what the student's seeing. You can come in here and see CELT results, or let's say you were high school and you wanted to see Casey results. Those would be in there. Basically, all the student information about that student you'll find in here. Here's a great one, a new one we've recently built, which is our state assessment question group. And in here, it'll show you how the students performed at that state assessment level per the individual question group. Student schedules can show up here. Here's another new one we've created, which is the Assessment Standard Progress Report. And this will show you by standard how the student is progressing and whether they're trending up or down on those standards. So it's kind of a neat report to go in and analyze each student and see, if they're getting certain concepts or not. The last part we're going to go ahead and show you in this video is where to get help in our system. Like I mentioned earlier, the control panel up here, if you click on that from any screen, down here you'll see under Help, Lessons, and Videos. We have 3 different sections, so if you're using our data and assessment system, you can click on that link to find help on the data and assessment. If you're in the special ed or the student information system, you'll find help on those 3 different sections. And then inside the data and assessment, let's say, for example, you'll find all sorts of sections. So over here, we've broken it up into assessments, scanning assessments, how to use the grade book, how to use the item bank, and so on. And inside each of those, we have created little PDF documents and kind of one page, very graphical bits of information. So if I click on create a item bank account, you'll see we've got lots of screenshots and numbers, do this first, do this second, do this third. So real clear picture on how to do that. You can always download the lesson right here by clicking this PDF on the side. The lesson will download this one particular document. If you download the entire manual, that would be the entire section. So if I come back over here, you can see data and assessment, we're under the item banks. So that would download everything in this item bank section. So that would be a pretty big area to download. You'll also find, let me go back to the beginning, under data assessments, at the very bottom, for new teachers, this is a great place to start as well. We've got extras teacher videos, and what we've gone ahead and done is created lots of videos that you can use and watch to get an understanding of how to use the program. And let me just go back real quick to that under assessments. And we have a list of all of the videos that you can watch to get further assistance. So again, as a basic measure of getting assistance, we recommend that you first kind of go through your district or your site if you have TOSAs or site leads that can help you out with issues that you might be encountering or learning how to use the program. And if you can't use them as assistants, or they can't help you because it's out of their scope of knowledge, feel free to give us a call or send us an email. And like I showed you earlier, you can find our contact information in the control panel. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. If you have any questions, give us a call or let us know. Thanks. Bye-bye.